Hi, and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, March 11th, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I know only my highest and best flows into my life to nurture me. And today we have Mars, planet of action and passion and war and aggression, meeting up with Uranus, the planet of revolution, change, individuality, and innovation at 15 degrees in Aries. So this is a pretty interesting combination. This can be explosive energy. This can be breakthrough energy. This can help you take steps that you've held off taking. This can also have you in reaction mode and ready to fight anything that triggers you. The moon is still in Scorpio, is getting us in touch with, those wounds. And, this moon, the moon in Scorpio today is actually going to be going over some of those final degrees, that Saturn's coming back to look at. Saturn's about to go retrograde, so Saturn's going to come back and look at those final degrees, which I think are some of those biggest wounds to our psyche, some of the biggest hurts, some of those biggest skeletons in our closet that we've tucked away. So if we find ourselves in that reactive place, there's something out of balance in us. There's something that's still triggering us. There's something that still needs to be looked at and healed within and released and let go of. Also today, Mars will be squaring Pluto. So Mars at 15 degrees Aries, squaring Pluto, 15 degrees Capricorn, is preparing us for that Uranus, our final Uranus-Pluto square that will be happening next Monday on the 16th. And it's really interesting. I was like, I want to look at the Sabian symbol for this. And I realized 15 degrees, oh yeah, our full moon lunar eclipse that we had back October 5th, 2014, when we had that eclipse, that was at 15 degrees Aries. So it's been preparing us, that's been preparing us for this final push, this final part of us releasing these things that aren't true to ourselves. Mars wants us to take steps toward ourselves. Mars wants us to take steps in our authentic selves. Mars and Aries, honor our individual passion. And Pluto there in Capricorn is still working through these old structures that have been like, I don't know if it's safe to do that. I don't know if it's practical to do that. I don't know. Does that fit in your structure? Pluto in Capricorn is trying to swish that all away. What's interesting is when the tough astro like this comes up, usually we end up triggered, and usually we're triggered by other people. And I find the Sabian symbol for Aries 15 to be so interesting. It's an Indian weaving a ceremonial blanket, and it's talking about how connected we are to everything, and that when we're lashing out at ourselves, and we're forgetting the connection. So it's time. I think one of the biggest breakthroughs that we can have is in recognizing one of my favorite phrases in Lakesh, I am another you. You are another me. That person over there, that's a part of me. That plant over there, that's a part of me. That star out there, that's a part of me. It's all oneness. And that's the biggest lesson of Pisces, is recognizing that oneness. So if you know that everything that's coming into your life is coming for the highest and best, then you're not going to find yourself lashing out. You're going to be turning inside and being like, okay, where is it in me that's bringing this reaction, that's bringing me out of balance, that's not recognizing the oneness of all that is? So, interesting, and adding to all of this, the moon will also be squaring Mercury in Aquarius. And Mercury is about to actually finish up in Aquarius. Today is the last full day of Mercury in Aquarius, and then shifting into Pisces. So Mercury shifting into Pisces actually is perfect timing for all this, big energy that's coming. But the moon is going to be like, hey, what's holding you back from those innovations? What's holding you back from those genius, creative ideas that are brewing in your mind? Again, look within. Look to those skeletons in your closet. Look to what are you ashamed of, and what are you holding on to? It's time to let that go. So, pretty major day today. And beyond that, the moon's going to move into Sagittarius. So we're going to add a little fire to all the excitement. That's going to happen later in the day. And usually I look at Sagittarius moon as a really, like, it's like, oh, thank you, moon in Sagittarius. But we pulled cards for it on GNO last night, or the other night, and the cards were like, hey, you're still going to have to be doing this work during Sagittarius. There's going to be still some things to work through. So it's time, use that Sagittarius, infinite possibilities, expansion energy, to help you expand through whatever comes up for you. The cards I pulled today, rebirth, which I think this is all what this process is about. I remember talking about that so much from that eclipse, that full moon lunar eclipse back in October. We're rebirthing ourselves into our highest vibration. And it's not easy. The birth process is not always easy. So, be patient, breathe, and remember we're all in this together. So, good luck. Enjoy as much as you can, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.